Don't yell.
Ted Martin,
Don't yell, please. My aspirin hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, you feel rotten, huh? Well, good. I hope my voice sounds like a railroad train crossing your brain.
Well, you're nothing if not imaginative.
You have got to take back what you said about being the baby's daddy.
Are you nuts?
No, I'm not nuts, and I am not going to take any more slippery speech from you. Either you tell everybody that you are lying, or I will.
Then what?
Then what? What?
Then what? Will you tell people who the real father is?
No, Tad, I can't do that. You know I can't.
I know you can't, but what do you think's going to happen after?
Nothing.
Don't be a fool. The Chandler family are like a bunch of sharks right now circling you. They want the truth, and they're not going to give up until they get it.
Oh, don't be silly.
I'm not being silly. I'm the only person here being realistic. Look, you started this little show, lady. You started it, and if you bring up the curtain on Act 2, and you haven't got a hell of a finale, the audience is going to tear you limb from limb. So if I'm not Papa Bear, then who the hell is?
Well, I think it's none of their damn business.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. Let's just remember that attitude has worked real well until now.
You are just as bad as everybody else. Why doesn't anybody respect my privacy? I am not going to betray the man that I love, Dad.
Yo, Chops, the man you love is married, remember? Not only that, he doesn't love you. If he did, he'd be willing to admit that the baby you're carrying is his. Okay. Let's say I'm wrong about Adam, that he's a prince among men, that he means every promise he ever made to you. He's gonna divorce Brooke, he's gonna marry you, you're gonna raise the baby together. If all that's true, then why is he making so much noise about signing the adoption papers?
That is to protect the baby.
And why do they state that the baby is going to Adam and Brooke? If he loves you, then who the hell cares about Brooke? Why Brooke?
Because Adam
Chandler is trying to talk you out of your firstborn. And he'll do anything to make that process sound logical.
Well, sometimes he does confuse me, but...
Why does that not surprise me? Listen, just calm down for a while here, okay? Now listen, little Jethro Jr. isn't due for a while. So don't be in such a hurry to sign the little nipper away. If I were you, if I were in your position, I would take every spare minute I could get my hands on before I made a move.
But Adam wants me to do it now.
Would you forget about Adam for a while? Think about yourself. Take advantage of what Daddy Tad has done for you. Cool out for a while. Sit back. Kick your shoes off. Think.
Well, I guess, I would give me just a plan,
yeah, and things might still work out the way you want them to, you know? He just might divorce Brooke and marry you, and everything would work. It doesn't matter. It all might still come to pass.
Or it might not.
And if it doesn't, then you're free and clear to hightail it out of town with Junior under your arm, no strings attached. Dixie, either way you go, you stand to gain everything by just laying low for a while. And don't give me that I'm trying to manipulate your life look, because all I'm trying to do here is give you time so that you can decide for yourself.
I hate to admit this, Ted, but some of what you're saying makes sense.
Yeah. So what do you say?
Well...
Doubtless that's the cavalry with my medication. Oh.
Oh, good. You're both here. I'm going to straighten out this mess right now, and I'd better get the truth.
Nice to see you too, Farmer.
Dixie, is Tad the father of your baby? Yes or no?
Well, yes. Tad Martin is the father of my baby.
But that's not possible.
Uncle Palmer, yes, it is possible. I'm sorry if it's a shock, but it's the truth.
Well, no, if that's the truth, why didn't Tad say something earlier? Tad, why didn't you admit it earlier?
Because I'm the lowest form of life on the planet, in case you didn't already know.
Dixie, are you sure?
Uncle Palmer, of course I'm sure. I'm not that kind of girl.
Well, certainly not. Certainly not. Of course not. You have a lot to answer for, Tad Martin.
I'm perfectly aware of that, sir, and I want you to know that I fully intend to live up to my responsibility both to Dixie and the baby.
Now, hold on just a minute. Now, if you are the father of the child, what is all this business about Adam and Brooke adopting the baby?
Well...
Well, that is to say, we both wanted to make sure that the baby was ensured the best possible future, and we still haven't ruled out the idea of adoption.
That's right.
I always thought you were a miserable son.
Hey, you hold on right there. Now, this here's the father of my baby. And I won't have you bad-mouthing him. We have enough problems as it is.
All right, just hold on now. Whether he's the father or not the father, he's not going to ruin your life. And the Chandlers are not going to ruin your life. You're coming home with me now, where you belong, and I'll settle your future.
No, sir, you will not.
I beg your pardon.
The only one who's going to settle my future is me. And I want you to go now, Uncle Palmer, right now, and I mean it.
All right. All right, I'll go. But it is not settled. You'll hear more from me.
Yes! That was great. You were wonderful. You were terrific. Let me tell you something, lady. If you can stand up to Palmer Cortland like that, you can rule the world. But I gotta make sure that he gets his 3 squares a day and then some.
Well, look at this. They're gonna have to roll me out the
I don't
door.
like the calories either. I'm serious about nutrition. Have a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, nutrition, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tad Martin, chicken finger king extraordinaire.
You know something, Miss Emma? It's nice to hear you laugh again. For a while there, I thought the Galloping Grimms had picked you up and carried you out.
Well, don't be afeard, Sir Galahad. I feel practically light-hearted.
Now, you know what it is, too. It's standing up to Palmer Cortland that did it.
Well, I don't think that's going to last for long.
Well, even if it doesn't, you did the right thing. Because if you stick to this daddy-tatty story, as far as Pine Valley is concerned, you are safe from Madam Chandler.
Tad Martin, if you think that the only reason that I am doing this is because I don't trust Adam, then you are completely off.
Well, why are you doing it?
To prove to you and to everybody else that Adam is going to do the right thing.
And maybe prove it to yourself?
Must be real nice to have a job like yours, able to disappear anytime you want.
Where's Mr. Chandler?
With Mrs. Chandler, where he belongs. Oh, you should have seen them. So sweet, so much in love. They couldn't keep their hands off each other.
That'll be all, Marcia.
Yes.
Thank you. Marcia likes to fictionalize. Ignore her. Did you see Tad?
Yes. He's sticking by his claim.
What?
I tried talking to him. Wouldn't budge.
What's he after? Well, you're just going to have to tell everyone he's lying. I'll back you up.
You'll admit that you're the father?
Oh, no. I mean, not now. For your sake, Dixie, it's not possible.
I'm not sure I understand that.
Well, it's not the right time right now. It would be much too hard on you.
Well, then, I guess we'll just have to stick with Tad's version.
No, that's not good enough. You've got to talk him out of it.
Dixie. Listen, we have to put it over to the restaurant, or we're going to lose our lunch reservation.
Yes. I'm ready. We'll talk later. We'll work it out.
Have a nice lunch. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought we were beyond this with Tad. Always going to be more problems every single step of the way.
Darling, at least he's come forward. He's admitting that he's the father.
I should congratulate him for getting a girl in trouble.
Well, Joe, he's trying to be responsible. I mean, doesn't that count for something?
Will he change? Will he ever change? And what do we have to do to straighten that kid out?
Oh, my darling, he is out of our hands.
Well, not so far out as that.
Joe,
I'll tell you one thing, though, Ruth. I'm going to see this time he faces the music. Whatever else happens, I'll see he does that.
One thing you can say is this day's got to get better. Coming.